My name's Marcia Meyers, and wow, look at this amazing group of people. Just 2 weeks ago, I had something on my desk for since the end of August, Celeste, you're here too, about, the Unspeakable, the project, and from a friend back east who's a retired Unitarian minister. And I looked at it. I came to the end of one project and I picked it up and it was like 2 weeks away. And it was like, I have to do this. I have a moral obligation. I'm going to start crying because this is such a wonderful crowd. And in those 2 weeks, well, the first person I called was my dear friend, Brian Wilson, because if there's anybody that's going to say yes to something that's really important and really authentic, and things that other people don't want to talk about, it's Brian. So he said right away, sure. And then his wonderful wife, Becky, who has her plate full, she jumped right in too. So actually they made it happen, and then we put out a call for readers, and look what we got. I mean, it was just amazing, and we manifested, which is, you know, it's part of the magic. We manifested a director. Oh my word. And he's good. All the things, Robert Fish, I mean, you would have seen it anyway, but it wouldn't be like what you're going to see tonight. So, Robert's been a gift. Everyone here has been a gift. We practiced last night. I thought it was wonderful, and then to see all of you here, it really warms my heart. And the whole, I have to say this now so we don't miss it, the whole object of this is to open up a space that has been closed and dark and in denial. We've been in denial as a nation about the facts of 4 men being killed in 5 years, and they all had the same message. Now, I was a teacher for over 30 years, so the teacher part of me wants to make sure that when you leave, that you take something home. And the main thing is that you get a program, because Becky did a beautiful job on these, and she tells you where you can go and see the website of the Unspeakable. And the idea for the people that initiated this is that it will go viral. That means that you'll go home and you'll invite some people into your living room and you'll read the script. And you will talk about something that we've been programmed not to talk about. So please make sure you get one of these. Then I put packets together because this is one of the things that the people who originated this sent us. And the one that knocked my socks off, I put it on the top, was a speech that Kennedy gave in June before he was assassinated in November. I've never been a huge Kennedy fan. He was too much of a philanderer, and he was too, so privileged. Whoa, when I read this, and he had already stood up to the generals and all the military, the Bay of Pigs, and he had fired the chief of the CIA. So somebody said, oh, they just, give political speeches. I said, no. He put a target on himself. Read this speech. It'll really amaze you. And then there are 3 other things in here that tell you more about this project. So that's what I just can't say thank you enough to these people who just emerged, and Veterans for Peace. And my group is the Economic Justice Action Group of this church, and I'm so proud of us because this is an economic issue. Of course, if we had gone the way that this speech talks about, our resources would be going in totally different direction than they're going now. And I think that Kennedy and these other 3 must be turning over in their graves. I don't think they could imagine it would have got as bad as it has. So the resource